I got a $15 million possible tax bill hanging over my head right now. Question is, am I going to have to pay it or not?
And what determines that?
Yeah.
Finding a nice big fat 1031 replacement. Because we're selling, baby. We're selling off assets. We're readjusting the portfolio. I'm planning my exit, baby. I'm going to set the kids up with a nice, strong, multifamily portfolio and get out of a lot of different type of asset classes we're currently sitting in. And then they can move on and move up, and I can float away. So basically, I'm selling a lot of assets, and, when you sell, my basis is extremely low. You know what basis even means, you diggling?
Explain for the viewers.
Okay.
I know what it means.
Jack knows what it means.
I know what it means.
I don't want you to.
It's the assessed value. It's what you paid for it.
But if you 1031, all the tax you saved when you sold it, the key word is deferred. The government doesn't forget about that tax. It's deferred. You know what deferred means?
It's pushed off.
Right. So basically, it lowers your basis. So if you bought a deal for $10 million, but you deferred $2 million in tax, you didn't buy it. You don't get $10 million basis. You get an $8 million basis. The government don't forget. Okay? They'll forget when they can't collect when you die. Now, I'm not waiting till I die. I'm going to pay him some money now. Maybe I'll 1031 some. Maybe I'll pay him some. My whole life has always been about a balance. You do a little this, you do a little that. It makes sense, okay? Can I go out and find $100 million worth of 1031 replacement properties right now? No, because the price is too high. Everybody asking $150,000 a unit, and you'd be lucky to get a return at $100 a door. Now, all these people did pay $150,000 a unit. Why? Because the sky was falling. We got COVID. We had low interest rates, and they might have cash flowed back when rates were 3 and 4%, but they don't cash flow now at 6 and 7. So they can't get their money back what they paid unless you're an idiot and you want no return. So every day I'm out there trying to look for $100 million worth of real estate.
So how much have you sold so far?
Okay, the point is this. You don't wait till you sell. You start looking when you when you know you're going to sell, and you're going through all the motions to sell. Some of my deals take anywhere from 90 to 120 days. You start looking before you sell. And if you find the right deal and you didn't sell yet, you know what you do?
Take out a loan.
You guys don't know about real estate.
You could do a reverse.
I know you know about your little houses
and
your little duplex and all that.
Couldn't you do a reverse 1031?
There you go.
Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner. And you ordered chicken. Very good. Reverse 1031. Then you're clean because now you already bought your replacement property. You close that new deal. You're home free, baby. You can sell your property. I mean, you sell your property after you buy the replacement property. So what happens when you sell the property?
No
all
tax.
That money goes back to you. Why? Because you already spent it. The government has rules that make sense. If you play the game right, it makes sense. But nobody can control opportunity. I can't create a deal. I can't, this ain't the old days where you put a gun to somebody and said, hey, you're going to sell me that property at $10 million. You can't do that. Don't work like that. I would never do that anyway.
So what's the story? You sold your real estate, and now you need to 1031 it. Now you need to find the deal.
To replace the deals I'm selling. Otherwise, I got to recapture and pay capital gains tax on a low basis because I've been 1031ing since I was a baby.
When's the deadline?
You got 6 months to accomplish the entire transaction.
How far into that 6 months are you?
The clock ain't started yet because I ain't closed yet. But if I don't worry about before I close, and I close and the clock starts, the clock can run out. So I got to be ahead of the game. Start looking for replacement property because I know I'm selling. I know I'm closing. I got buyers, I got contracts, I got escrow, I got people hard, I got people ready to close. That's all in a contract. I know it's coming. It's coming, baby. But, when it comes, what do I got as far as protection? I don't. I'm looking. I got some things in the fire, but, and then you don't want to buy stuff. And I used to buy stuff just to prolong it. I'd go out and buy yourself a 6-cap, Harley Davidson dealership or a Lowe's or a Home Depot. I own all that shit, but I don't want to do that anymore. It just prolongs the pain. Listen, I got enough to where I can just figure it out where everybody gets a piece, even the government.
So how do you determine?
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
The government gets something. My kids get something. I get something. I live out the rest of my life. And, luckily, you just spread it around. Everybody will win in the end.
Yeah.
So how do you determine these properties are worth selling, the ones that you are selling, and who's the buyer?
Ones with no more growth. Or the growth's going to take too long to grow.
So what kind of buyer is interested in something that has no more
1031 guys.
Just a ring of
it's a market.
Right.
Guys at 1031, he really doesn't want to pay that tax, or he doesn't have the money to pay the tax. A lot of times, they maybe over-leveraged the deal they sold, and they ain't got the money to capture to pay the tax. You never know. So basically, thank you. Basically, listen, there's always, somebody might just want to invest in a Home Depot at a nice 7-cap, which is pretty nice. It used to be 6s. I remember when they couldn't buy one for a 5. But now you're going to have to you probably hung out to sell for a 7-cap. Luckily, that's where I bought it. So hopefully I'll break even.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in 2026 throughout the housing market?
Nobody's got a crystal ball. The point is, I'm starting to see the dogs coming. All the people that bought that shouldn't have bought, that didn't know, or joined all these groups and pooled all their money together, that bought properties that were dogs, overpriced dogs, are now stuck. Okay? Because there are some $100,000 unit properties out there in Tampa. I looked at them. But they're dogs. I got to come in and spend millions of dollars. They need roofs. I don't like the way the metering system is, or there's all kinds of issues in them. They're the gray market ones. Okay? The ones that might be in a flood area, all the gray markets. The garbage comes first. But eventually, I'm hoping the good stuff will come. Unless those rates come down, but they haven't really gone down a lot. They went down a little, but not much. Now, if rates come down, then their values will go back up. But if rates stay the same or go up, then there's going to be some blood in the water.
Now, by the way, quick thanks to our sponsor, CyberGhost VPN, for sponsoring this video.
CyberGhost is one of the most trusted VPNs out there, with over 38 million users worldwide and over 20,000 strong reviews on Trustpilot.
Using a VPN is one of the simplest ways to protect your online privacy. Like, a lot more eyes are watching your online activity than you think.
And of course, even incognito mode does not stop it. Your internet provider, your work or school network, and even your home Wi-Fi router can still track what you're doing.
CyberGhost helps by encrypting your online data and running it through their secure servers. You just pick from over 100 locations before you browse.
It also lets you access geo-restricted games and content from over 40 streaming platforms, including Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney+. And here's a little special sauce I'll sprinkle on top. Changing your location can actually help you find better deals online.
CyberGhost works on all major devices like Mac, Apple, iOS, and Android, and you could protect up to 7 devices at the same time.
And guys, if you're thinking about it, using our link in the description gets you their absolute best deal at $2.03 per month, plus 4 months for free, which is 84% off.
They also offer a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free to try it out. We like it enough to recommend it to all of you watching.
Once again, the link is down below in the description. Thank you so much to CyberGhost for sponsoring this episode.